Hi, this is Teresa Morris from Reinvent Yourself. Today I'd like to talk to you about practicing mindfulness for a more joyful life. Mindfulness is a way to help you appreciate every part of your life. By being present in the moment, you'll find more value in everything you do, even the trivial things. Mindfulness can help you find more enjoyment in food, in time with friends and family, and even in things like house cleaning and laundry. Becoming mindful is something you need to practice. It takes a conscious effort to slow down and focus solely on the task at hand. Today, I'd like to discuss 4 of the most effective techniques for practicing mindfulness. The first technique is do not multitask. I have to admit, I'm not very good at this one myself. I know especially we as women love to talk about how well we multitask, and we do. But sometimes just being in the moment doing one thing can be so calming. Focus on one task at a time. Do that task to the best of your ability. It forces you to slow down and experience just the moment you are experiencing. As an old Zen proverb says, when walking, walk. When eating, eat. In other words, don't walk and talk on your cell phone, or don't walk and text. Don't eat and text. Don't eat and surf on Facebook. I find that I am the most mindful when I am cooking or barbecuing, which is a form of cooking, or when I'm playing my guitar. The reason I think that I can be more mindful during those times is because I realize that if I don't concentrate on what I'm doing, I'm going to ruin dinner, or the music isn't going to sound very good. Especially when I'm playing the guitar and singing, I can really get lost in what I'm doing. And that is a form of mindfulness. So think of, for the time being, try to think of one thing you do that when you do it, that's the only thing you're thinking about. And focus on that. Okay, technique number 2 is aim to do less, not more. We are all so very busy that it's impossible for us to cut back, right? But you can do less, I promise. The first step is to figure out what is important to you. This will leave you more time to mindfully accomplish the tasks that are left, the important ones. So you have to decide what takes priority in your life. If you're having a hard time figuring out what your priorities are, then I would like to suggest that you schedule a half-hour joy finding session with me, and we can talk about priority setting. Okay, the third technique for being more mindful is to do nothing every day. Now, I know. I don't mean do nothing all day, every day. I mean, take 5 minutes a day to do absolutely nothing. Just sit and be aware of the thoughts you have. Look up and notice the sky, the clouds, and the birds. Take advantage of all your senses and just experience what they have to offer for 5 minutes a day without doing anything else. One of my favorite times to do this is first thing in the morning when I get up. I have my cup of coffee, I'm doing my devotions, and when I finish my devotions, I'll be sitting in the house and it's absolutely quiet. And I can just appreciate that silence so much and appreciate the view from my window. And it's a very settling experience. So I encourage you to just take 5 minutes, even if you have to start with just 1 minute. I know it's hard. We all can tend to be impatient, but just start with 1 or 2 minutes every day to just be silent and do nothing. And then let me know, what do you notice? And the fourth technique for being more mindful is to eat slowly, savoring the flavors and textures. One thing I like to tell the ladies in my group, for women who want to find your joy, my Facebook group, is try taking the first 4 sips of coffee or the first 4 bites of a meal with no distractions. Focus only on the sight, smell, taste, feel, and sound of what you are drinking or eating. Do that for me this week, at least once, and then let me know, how did this change the way you eat? I'd like to thank you for joining me today to talk about mindfulness. And I'd like to encourage you to practice mindfulness this week. I hope you have a great week. And as always, choose joy.